Greetings, fellow BBTAG gamers here on a Friday evening at twitch.tv/GuzmanGaming1 can only mean one thing, another edition, another installment of BBTAG and Chill, this one, episode 45 on the Sony PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 home entertainment device console system. What's up? What's cracking? My name is Kraken Atkins. Excited to be here today, and joined here today is the one, the only, the Lily. Lon Lily, how are you doing today?
I am doing great as always. I'm here on a Friday evening to commentate some sick BBTAG action.
Absolutely. We got 12 players in the bracket, an increase from last week to where we actually had to run around robin, but definitely a filled out bracket this time around with some exciting faces, new faces as well. Always love seeing some of those and some returning faces as well. So definitely is going to be a great bracket to get things on and cracking for what we have an exciting weekend. You know, I was gonna say among us. I mean to say upon us because it is definitely Project Tsukiyomi weekend. There's like 5 regional BBTAG majors that are gonna be happening across multiple different platforms, representative of Chile and Argentina, Brazil, Europe, North America West, and North America East. So that's all going to be kicking off tomorrow, Saturday, and carrying into Sunday as well. So be sure to be on the lookout for those. But this is, I guess, a little bit of a pre-party here at Guzman's platform here, where we have the BBTAG and Chill series for you guys today. But yeah, we definitely have our first match coming up here. We're just kind of getting things together. We do know it's going to be Royal Rose versus 402 Garfield. So Royal Rose, I've seen the name around a few times, even commentated a couple of their matches. I always expect them to play Ruby, just given the name, but I believe they extend even beyond this Yuzu Riha Ruby comp. They have a couple of other sites that they swap to, so I'm excited to see them play. Not somebody that I see play too often, but like I said, always excited to see newer returning faces here. And speaking of which, we got 402 Garfield, who I've seen, but like I don't know if I've seen in the Guzman tournament. They play Adachi Seth, which is like a fantastic and cheap team. We are familiar with that from Mystery Racer, playing that at WNF from time to time in counterpick situations, also known as a team, not Team DLC, what is it?
Pay to win.
Yes, Team Pay to Win.
Ever since that Faithful Switch tournament.
Yeah, that changed lives forever. But yeah, excited to see 402 Garfield here, see what they're bringing to the table with the Adachi sets. Like I said, really, really cheap team to put you in a whole bunch of hard to blockable scenarios, fuzzy jump setups, and the like between the two of them. So definitely a ringer of a first match, and Garfield himself has just entered the fray.
Rose off the auto pass, probably getting into our first set of the night pretty soon.
Absolutely, looks like Rose locked in. Garfield as well. Loving the comment there. Hope I'm trapped in Florida.
You know, Florida is quite the place to be trapped in. If you know anything about Florida, it can be a place. That is the best way to describe it.
Look, just hold on tight, Garfield. Maybe I'll be meeting you in December if all things go well. But here we go, game 1.
Yeah, definitely a good round start for Royal Rose. Did get a happy birthday, but just wasn't quite able to stabilize it. Going to be something against some of the CC, but wasn't able to active swap to kind of punish it.
Oh my gosh, this is a super like high mobility match that we have going on here between Seth, Ruby, and Yuzu on the screen. They're all flying around all over the place, but this is a huge happy birthday for Garfield.
Yeah, that definitely just a bunch of scrambles there initially, but it looks like more people are gonna get hit.
Yeah, Garfield definitely wanted the happy birthday conversion off of that, but unfortunately it's a bit too late, and now nearly 8 on the Adachi for it. Has a sliver of health, bursting immediately.
Yeah, it's great GP to punish it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This is just a slobber fest right here. But an excellent conversion off the orb. That does do a good amount of damage, but I don't think that, yeah, that's not going to be quite able to stabilize the kill, but the Oki, it can be very terrifying, especially when you activate the cross combo, but it wasn't as bad as it could be. Unfortunately got the 5P, but didn't confirm off it.
Yeah, I think if you're Roy right now, you really want to kill this set. I feel like this set has been doing a ton of work for Garfield at the moment. And no matter if that is Adachi taking a lot of damage, but Garfield seems really comfy on that set.
Yeah. Ooh, it gets the cross raid and it just Garfield able to take out the first character.
Ooh! Man, these orb conversions from Garfield have been completely on point. I think just all conversions. You know, it's been a very, like we said, high-paced match. They're all flying all over the place. But one of the big difference makers was, besides that happy birthday drop with the Adachi Super, Garfield has definitely been on point with his confirms.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, going straight into this next match. I guess some of the perks that Royal Rose does have available to their disposal for the context of this match. Ruby can definitely be a bit of a menace for Adachi, flying over Zeos and all around just poking him out of those Persona normals and Persona-based actions. But Yuzu also, you know, can evade projectiles and the like, so...
Yeah. Definitely has a pretty decent comp to get like some anti-Adachi stuff going. It's the encounter right here. And just be putting up all that pressure, but ooh, yeah, just unfortunately, just got their DP baited.
Yeah, this will be a nice starter here for Garfield. Going for the command throw ender. Oh, trying to get a follow-up off with just a bit of a whiff.
Yeah, gets it before people no full conversion on it. We'll be swapping back into Adachi again.
Yeah, I'm liking the awareness from Garfield. You can tell that they're being really patient with the Adachi and neutral. They know that Yuzu can snipe them out, so they're not really being too overzealous with Zeos.
Yeah, just gotta make sure to find those Zeos in the right spots and not just whipping out whenever. Oh, this is where it gets really scary. Cross combo situation. Sandwich. Ooh, actually not anything super threatening, just kept it all same side.
Ooh, okay, tried to guess throw. Not too big of punishes here from Royal. They've actually been finding a good amount of hits on set. Nothing has been leading into really significant damage.
And I think that's about to change right here. EX neutral skip starter, that is gonna definitely be it.
Ooh!
Dead Yuzu, yes, yeah, no cap detected.
Not at all. Solo Ruby here for Royal Rose trying to make anything happen. And you see the Yuzu's off the screen. Garfield is a little bit more inclined to throw some Zeos in the mix. Finds they hit, and this should be all she wrote. Maybe. Yes.
The commentator will not curse him this time.
Good stuff. Yeah, Garfield is looking super comfy cozy. And it's interesting. Like, we're definitely, I think, a different type of playstyle than what we usually see from Mystery Racer. And I think a lot of it can be a proponent of the matchup with Yuzu having that full screen control and her slashes and her 6P. It is kind of deterring Garfield and, as we've stated, not really going too crazy with the Zeos in neutral. But yeah, I think that Garfield has kind of navigated around everything really well. Like I said, I think the Seth play is also definitely kind of paying off. We're seeing a lot of great calls with Garfield Seth. So we'll have to see how Royal Rose plays around this.
Can we just get this?
Potential set point for Garfield here, but gets slapped with a 2C immediately. Sets up a sandwich scenario. Nice block so far, but couldn't block the cross up. Just gonna be bursting out immediately. Goes for the command. What a conversion!
Yeah, that was something else. Bit of a whiff, gets caught on the toes. Garfield looking to start moving and grooving from here. Media assist. There's still an orb behind me. Could be careful. Oh, man. Conversion with the Adachi 6P as well. Still stabilizing this happy birthday. I don't think it's a dead Yuzu.
Yeah. Baits the burst, wasn't quite able to punish it. Runs into the AZO though. Gonna be setting up a BZO, but is that gonna be a call out? No, not quite.
Hit Adachi, but did not hit the point, and there's 5 bars here. This is trouble here for Royal Rose. Looks like they're going to yet another 2v1 situation to try to claw this back.
This time with the Yuzu. Instead of the, I think the past 2 rounds has been the Ruby, so we're gonna see how well he has to do with this solo Yuzu potentially gonna be popping the resistance immediately.
Yeah, granted, Yuzu is the one that's been keeping Garfield in check from like the mid-screen and full screen game, but you can see here now, just a mismatch. Garfield's been getting some hits. What a fantastic DP from Royal Rose.
Yeah, gonna be swapped in immediately. Okay, now baits the wake up super. Able to punish it accordingly, and looks like Garfield will be taking the first set of the night.
Not bad at all. Yeah, Garfield getting that 3-0 victory to put them up. And they will be moving on in the winner's side. And ironically, we were speaking about the guy. He'll actually be going up against Mystery Racer.
Yes, that That'll be an interesting match. I wonder if they're gonna mirror match Seth Adachi, or just Mysteries are gonna brawl with one of his many Naoto Shirogane comps. Which one exactly? I'm not sure. I swear to God that every single week the guy changes his main team.
It's true. It's true. The character crises are real, but we will have to see. As far as the next match is concerned, JakeGotcha is coming up here, fresh off of a 3-0 win over Iso Eris. So they are still in the winner's side, going up against Catering. I remember Catering made a Twitter post saying that they want to play Carmine. Who should they play Carmine with? And Kurogane was one of the suggestions, so it looks like they have taken that seriously.
I'm gonna be locking into the Carmine Naoto. I believe this is played by someone else. Their name is kind of escaping me, but I don't think they're a tournament player.
I want to say Stray Wolf, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that TKX Stray Wolf, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, for sure. JakeGotcha BZ locking into the Heart Adachi, which is he has been working on for a while. He has to represent the Heart Aino, it's part of the Home and Cancel Homies contract.
True, you guys do have a quote of the fill. Yeah, BZ on Heart, we've seen a few times around. I remember the last time that I saw this comp from them, the Adachi left a little bit more to be desired, but some time has passed, and they're looking, not too shabby in these first opening seconds of this round.
Oh, great anti-air.
Interesting assist call, actually, from Catering. That might have been a misinput 6P.
I don't know how long Catering has been playing Carmine exactly, so maybe just not too familiar with assist. Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, if there's anyone that I can count on to just pick up a character on the fly, it's definitely Catering. Just going purely based off of historical perspective.
Yeah. Anti-air 2A, why not?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Big punish on the pinwheel, only have to spin a bar to do so. Heart coming in dangerous territory. Fantastic active swap, and that's gonna be a kill.
Straight down immediately. And Gatorade definitely looks pretty comfortable with the Carmine.
Yeah, it looks absolutely fine. Like I said, I think there was so it was a bit weird in the corner. I think Kurogane might have crossed up and caused Catering to get Carmine 4P instead of a 6P, which would have made a little bit more contextual sense. But everything thereafter looked absolutely fantastic. So Catering definitely looking like they're no stranger to this Carmine pick.
Looks like BZ still sticking with the Heart Adachi. Heart Adachi against Carmine specifically can be kind of a hard matchup to navigate, just because Carmine has so much great space control. He can both really stop Adachi from getting any like Zio shenanigans going, just with like pinwheels and his like really large buttons, but it can also be really painful for Heart to have to deal with, because once again those pinwheels covering a lot of that airspace she wants to be in, and Carmine Airbud is really good at contesting Heart. So that's interesting to see BZ still on this comp against Carmine.
Right, I think you make a fantastic point. And not only that, coupled with the Carmine, you got that Kurogane in the back, and we already know the meme machine, that Kurogane 4P can definitely be a nuisance for those airborne characters. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a very gross active swap.
Just a bit. You see they got the BZ trying to get something going here. The overhead, not available for pickup. Oh, air to ground, Hard Aino shenanigans.
Quite punished with 2C.
Is
that a cross up?
That was hilariously not okay. I did not like that.
Oh, I was gonna say great navigation with that homing, but unfortunately, I just didn't believe in the combo.
Oh, he backdashes into the 6P actually. He had gotten out of dodge. That's not gonna hit.
Yeah, just not gonna be punished though. Fortunately for BZ, oh, what are you trying to do? Try to use Adachi 2P.
Whew. Okay.
I'm surprised there was no cross combo to capitalize on that BZO, and yeah, it's gonna be going down for that.
Yeah, that would have been a fantastic situation for Heart. Cross combo, bring her in, and then the opponent's already in BZO block stuff for Heart to move freely and mix freely. But unfortunately, we're in this 2-front scenario. It's already not looking great. Not quite a kill. That Carmine super didn't hit in the way that I think Catering expected.
Yeah, showing a little bit of character unfamiliarity, but it's okay. He knows how to use Slash Kite, converts off it accordingly, and is up 2 in the set.
Not bad at all. Yeah, we'll have to see how BZ never gets around this, if they're going to be committed to the Heart Adachi, or if they're thinking of making a bit of a swap. And no, it looks like they're committed.
Maybe just wants to stick through it, wants to make sure that the contract is fulfilled. The Hard Ino must be played, and this is the Hard Ino team that BZ wants to stick with.
I expect it. Yeah, BZ has been able to find some decent hits. I think just the cumulative game plan coming together of what he's trying to execute with Hardadachi hasn't come to fruition quite yet. But I mean, just with experience and hopefully experience that they're able to garner through this match, we'll definitely be seeing that soon. What a round start! That was quite cursed.
Oh my god, unfortunately that hard button just not able to clip the Carmine.
Nice having Catering to kind of start out here with. Yikes.
The completion of this defense and this hard Ino is definitely paying for it.
Yeah, I was really surprised BZ actually waited that long to burst. I mean, it would have been a punish on Adachi, which we're seeing now from that DP, but it would have given Hard a little bit more health altogether. Big yikes. Oh, DP bait again.
Yeah, gonna go into the auto combo just to gain all that health back, and you saw he was in red, now he's back at the green.
Yes. Oh, okay. The reverse super is money. 7.4k to start us off here. This Resident Heart can do some work, but what a fantastic push block super punish from Catering. Gonna be able to take it 3-0 over BZ. Yeah, definitely a solid showing there from Catering with that Kurogane Carmine. There were some situations that I think we noticed of like maybe a bit of some unfamiliarity with Catering's Carmine, but the fundamentals are definitely there. The active swaps were absolutely fantastic, and really just the concepts that they bring to the table of how they want to play the team are definitely there. So we know Catering, it'll only get stronger with time, and maybe like 2 days from now we'll hate it. So
yeah, if Yosuke Akatsuki is anything to go by, I'm sure in a couple of days we'll be rooting the day we suggested any Carmine team for Catering, but it's still nonetheless good stuff to him. Always exciting to see him play and pick up a new team. It was always a very interesting experience.
Absolutely. Well, we're jumping over to the other side of the bracket here. Winner side match, we're going to be having TrueCare and Faded Dragon. Faded Dragon showing out to a BBTAG and Chill tournament in 2021. I don't really see Faded compete too much in terms of tournaments, but definitely a notable Yosuke player who has a lot of partners that I've seen them rotate out. Platinum definitely being one of them, and I mean we don't get a lot of platinum rotation or platinum representation here or really much at all, so excited to see how they perform.
Going to be going up with no slouching opponent, TrueCare, who has shown up here pretty consistently and like usually gets some extremely high results in these tournaments. So let's just see how these two fight. I don't think this is actually a match I've ever seen either.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just straight up never played. Faded is in lobbies sometimes, but like I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they just straight up never played. Man, that was some interesting defense on Neo. I think I would have gotten hit somewhere.
Yeah, the 6B still coming out, but excellent just catching. Probably a jump from there from the JA.
Yeah, Faded definitely picking up some momentum here, trying to set up for the Oki. Oh my gosh!
I don't know. Could have blocked that. Oh, she couldn't quite jump cancel the 2B. Letting this Platinum in for free. Wake up grab, why not?
Yeah, successful. Tried to go really hard on a burst bait. TrueCare not biting, but these hits are still adding up here for Faded.
Platinum does a surprising amount of damage.
Oh, just finds the low. This time successful on the burst bait. They've been so insistent and persistent on that. It's finally paying off. They will be getting a dead Neo.
Yeah, be spending the cash on both DHE. They both spinning around and resulting in a dead ice cream.
I'm not gonna lie, like I know Faded definitely knows their team, but that DHC made me super anxious just because how cursed Platinum Super is. I was like, yo, she's gonna fall out. Like,
oh, and you know, I think that Yosuke is cursed to hell now. Just ate a 5B starter. I saw a 10K. Was looking very good for Faded there, and it's suddenly not looking very good. The life totals are definitely going to be very equalized after this combo.
yeah, I would say when Platinum was coming in, Faded still had a bit of an advantage, especially since TrueCare doesn't have level 4 resonance. But now, man, have the tides turned. All the hits coming in clutch there for TrueCare as they get the solo Susanoo comeback in game 1.
Yeah, no, all I can really say there is that Faded made mistakes against Susanoo, and when you make mistakes against Susanoo, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it be what it be, but we do see Faded turning the tide a little bit here. So they're going to be swapping over to the Yosuke Kurogane, another one of the main squeezes that I've seen from Faded.
The Platinum, honestly, I mean, the swap, of course, is I don't think it's that weird of an idea. Kurogane is usually considered a more solid overall character, but still, the Platinum last game looked pretty good. She was kind of moving around and like really catching TrueCare in a lot of spots perhaps he wasn't expecting, and it was doing pretty good work. But I guess just wants to swap over to the Kurogane just for overall just more solid team comp, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be the stable pick altogether. It's also in terms of assists. You know, Faded was kind of worried about assists. You got access to that now, so you don't have to worry about random assists.
Yeah, the 4P that slaps the heavens. Just like 10 seconds into the match, that Neo is basically down from half health. But this is called to avoid that sandwich scenario.
Ooh.
How do you block this?
Who knows? It's impossible. Okay, nice throw tech. Ooh, okay. Setting up for a sandwich situation here. Yeah, just threatening the active swap without actually doing it, and I think there's gonna be a death to Snow.
Like last round, the solo comeback is definitely going to be a lot harder because Neo definitely doesn't do quite as much damage as Susanoo, but getting the command grab starter after the resonance pop is a good start.
Yep. Oh, unfortunately, not too big of a combo there from TrueCare. They're still trying to keep the pressure going though. Faded, stay patient, and then perfect time to strike off of the moonsault. You're trying to approach me? No, how dare you? It's a mix-up now.
Approaching Yosuke is very spooky, sets up another sandwich scenario. TrueCare finding a good place to jump out, baits the parry, and just getting those 4P confirmed because for some reason he's allowed to combo into his 4P like 4 or 5 times.
That was pretty sick. Faded, putting one up on the board, and I definitely kind of see how things have changed now that Faded does have this Kurogane. Not only is like the, you know, flexibility of those assists helping out in the neutral game, but his mix-up game as well. Like those sandwich situations he's creating are a lot more threatening, and it's starting to pay off for sure. Yeah, that was definitely just a raw impression of this team here from TrueCare. I'm sure they're going to be coming in here with some different ideas of the approach. The Yosuke definitely, that's another thing about this team. I think this team allows Faded to play a bit more of a Yosuke-centric game, just because he does have access to his Kurogane assist to help out. And so we saw Yosuke kind of frontlining the entirety of that last round.
Yeah, those Kurogane 4Ps definitely helping cover the airspace that Yosuke wants to be in and making sure that he's protected.
Absolutely. Oh my god, rare footage of the Auto Kurogane 6P just straight up hitting. Like,
yeah, it just worked out.
Yo, that's big for Faded. How is he gonna end this?
Yeah, I mean, Yosuke has a lot of potential Oki options. Just go for the super dash Oki. He just let Susanoo die.
Yeah, I guess so. That is something that we see TrueCare do from time to time. They'll just leave it up and say, well, I don't mind playing this little Neo, I'll get it popping. But, I mean, it definitely is the, I don't know, it's the road less travel. You know, usually you want to maintain the 2v2 for as long as possible.
Is that a parry? Oh, wow, nice run to avoid it.
Yo, that had to be the max range of that DP. Like,
oh, and goes for the moonsault reset. Not quite able to fully convert off it, but we're going in for crap.
There it is, Faded. The dragon looking quite nice here. Force sandwich situation. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, this time clearing that pixel of a hitbox that made contact last time and getting the DP punish. Faded gonna be going up 2-1 now.
I don't even feel like the Kurogane even really got to play that round, and like kind of like the last round we saw him in. It's just a very extremely Yosuke centered gameplay here coming out from Faded Dragon. Just I mean, it's definitely working out. He's making all the right calls, baiting the DPs in the right places, knows when to catch TrueCare when he's off guard. And I mean, he killed the Susanoo extremely early and never really needed to swap off that Yosuke, even when the Neo was getting him kind of low. And I think it's making TrueCare think a little bit. Perhaps wanted to swap to another character, but I saying, nah, I'm fine with the Susanoo. He can do me well, and but needs to win, I believe, 2 more games in order to with this team in order to move on.
Yeah, I'm liking the gameplay from Faded, man. In terms of TrueCare, I think there are some points of counterplay that they could start to implement of possibly looking to see how Faded is trying to call assists and then possibly stockpiling their assists to countercall with Susanoo 6P. Definitely kind of help them cover the ground. The kind of difficulty from there is going to be figuring out how they're going to contest the air, though, because Yosuke can be quite hard to contest in the air. Granted, Neo does have some great air buttons, so...
Yeah, that Susanoo 4P, it's a surprisingly good tip for covering airspace.
Oh, try to go for the 5C, couldn't quite get it, push blocking the sandwich as much as possible, but does not matter when it's Yosuke in front of your face.
He'll get it smacked around a little bit.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, just throwing a whole bunch of strikes, his Kurogane out there as soon as possible. Oh man, that was not okay.
Yosuke Hanamura for you, everyone. Oh, just getting into the meaty 5B and able to bait the burst accordingly as well.
Yeah, I really like the conservative style of Yosuke that Faded plays. Like, I noticed that when he has big life leads, he is like not opposed to just letting combos drop early for the burst bait and then setting up Oki afterwards. It's really good.
Yeah, TrueCare did get a good call out with that sword super, but still has a pretty big mountain climb, especially since that DP was baited.
Yes, this is huge. Solo Neo here for TrueCare. Granted, not too big of a life deficit to make up this time around, but still a 2v1 outplay necessary.
Yeah, and Wu jumps over it. But unfortunately, no, just dropped the combo, went in the wrong direction with that JP. That's up a sandwich scenario, and great act to swap to punish it.
Alright, yeah, didn't go into any cross combo supers, but we'll be able to get this Kurogane damage and corner carry, and the next hit is definitely imminent. Good blocks thus far, but tries to do a reversal Neo super, and this should be death. Faded. Able to take it 3-1 over TrueCare and carry on in the winner's side.
We got to see more of the Kurogane and what can do with Yosuke assist that round compared to the other rounds, and it definitely looking very solid. I mean, still, the Yosuke, definitely the star of the show for this set.
Did you call him Kurogane?
did I say Kurogane?
Kurogane. Kurogane West right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Kurogane, let's go. Next up we got Shirogane.
True. Absolutely cursed. But yeah, it's cool to see Faded. I'm excited to see more of their play because I don't get to see it very often. They definitely bring a different style of Yosuke I'm not used to seeing.
And their next opponent will be Totally Drew in a winner's semifinals. I almost got mixed again. Yeah, Totally Drew able to take it 3-1 over Zero Shadow Blood last round.
Not bad at all. Yeah, that is shaping up our winner side top 8, where we have Totally Drew, Faded Dragon, Catering, and the winner of this match, which is going to be Mystery Racer versus 402 Garfield, and they are going to be doing the mirror.
Adachi Seth mirrors, baby. Not a mirror I'm really surprised to see, but not a mirror I haven't yet to see. It's going to be interesting, especially considering how we kind of saw a different form of gameplay coming out from Garfield the first time we saw them on the Adachi Seth, a lot more conservative compared to Mystery Racer. And I wonder if that's going to bleed over to that set, because I think we mentioned before that was possibly more due to the matchup rather than like maybe their actual play style. So we're going to see just how it shapes in the mirror match here.
Yeah, we see here Mystery Racer already going with the aggression. That was like definitely one of the big differences. Mystery Racer is really on any team, they're prone to choose violence with Adachi on the round star or wherever, even where at times where like maybe you know, it might be a risk. Like Mystery Racer is not afraid to take that action.
Mystery Racer, it likes playing life on the edge.
True.
Yo, yeah. We see Mystery Racer do that a couple times too with the restand off EX neutral skip, but never quite like that with the JA.
Yes. Oh, okay. 4 sound situation. I think Mr. Racer tried to call us a push block, just patience there from Carter Garfield, and they were almost rewarded for it. A clutch, he knows. Yeah, this is definitely a sign of them both knowing their characters. Because he pushed back that Seth 5T immediately said, I know this is where you can get the mix.
Oh my god, it's a reverse. It's a command grab, you can't block this.
Yo, and the Mystery Racer Seth will be going down.
Another sandwich scenario. Try to mash out with something, just gets hit with the 2B.
Bruh, that's not okay. What a tech catch on the Oki. Didn't have any cross combo to make like any crazy active pop situations go off, but the Oki was still super good. Keep Mystery Racer locked down. This Adachi has not been able to play.
Yeah, just ran out all the resonance without really getting anything going. Once again, Mystery Racer choosing violence, but Garfield ready. Able to find all the places where Mr. Racer's mashing and meet him with a button accordingly, and we'll be taking the game 1 of this mirror match.
Yeah, I think this is on both ends, just because they're playing the mirror. I think this is one of those types of games to where when one character goes down, whoever has to outplay the 1v2, it's going to be really freaking hard, man. Because, like, they both are so knowledgeable about the team and their characters, and, like, I don't know, just having that 1v2 outplay, knowing what, like, the team is capable of, it's something that's hard to fight, like, to begin with. But they're playing like the same team, so they're going to be mirroring that situation upon each other.
It was a very dominant round for Carter, but I think it changes the instance, and it looks like Carter chose the exact same round start. Keeping the Dachi sets up an orb, punishes the DP.
Wow, that wasn't a punish?
I guess so. I mean, that moves -11. I guess he just didn't get hit there on 11 frames.
Interesting. Might have missed the reversal timing, so I was definitely expecting that to be a punish either way.
Oh, just catching probably a meaty there with the meaty 5P. Ooh, that was definitely a drop combo. There was no burst of potential, so.
Ooh, pick up with the AZ, but couldn't quite have Seth stabilize the combo. Mystery Racer fumbling the bag, but it works out.
Yeah, now it's Garfield's turn to make the solo Adachi comeback happen, and it doesn't look so hot.
Yeah, it's just rough, man. Like this team already, as it is, when they get started, even in the 2v2 game, it can be really hard to counterplay unless you got those clutch push blocks and just like clutch situational awareness. But when it's on that 2v1 game, it is really, really tough.
Yeah, definitely is. It'll definitely be an interesting matchup because it's about them playing the same character. I'm going to imagine that one person gets started, it's going to be hard for the person on the defensive to really get back to getting started because both Adachi and Seth's defensive options are not particularly the greatest.
Right.
So they're definitely going to have to choose their spots wisely when they need to try to go back on the offense, or else they're just going to get really blown up.
Let's see how this works this time around. Mystery Racer popping the active swap from full screen, and man, that did not pay off.
Yeah. So far, it just seems like the person who chooses violence first just dies. Like...
Ooh, okay, this time not dropping that happy birthday confirmed. Good stuff there from Garfield. Bruh, that's not good. That is not good for our hero, Mystery Racer. He is taking a ton of damage. Won't quite die yet.
Yeah.
Oh!
Just do it! Just do it to him!
Oh my god, yeah, he needs to move and groove with the Seth. Now, granted, like, between both of them, I would imagine that if they have to play the 2v1, they're going to want to play it with Seth. Just because of some of the comeback potential that can happen, but still, this is so rough.
The neutral skip start is a good start. Going to be cashing out for a nice solid 8.4k. Why does that do so much damage?
He needs it, apparently. The unfortunate thing for Mystery Racer, you know, so much resources already depleted with this Resonance activated because he only had level 1. Health is so low. Garfield still has like a practically fully healthy Adachi.
Yeah. Ooh, wasn't quite able to miss that, or punish that. What was... bro, I wouldn't be ready for that.
Oh my, it seemed to us mere mortals that might have been the worst Adachi Air BZO in the world. But little did we know, that was the best Adachi Air BZO in the world, man. That was, wow.
That was... He has the brain the size of the planet.
insane. I think he was expecting to be facing the other way, but I mean, think about it. If he was facing the other way, Mr. Racer would have blocked it. It was only because it was facing that way and Mr. Racer went into the corner that he got mixed. Mixed in air quotes.
Dude, it's a one big long mid. Of course you're gonna get mixed by it.
True. Oh man, solid round starter from Garfield. The active switch off the sandwich. Interesting option. It worked out too.
Yeah. Block it? Okay, yeah, just able to punish it accordingly as well.
Okay.
Good. Gonna be swapping back over to the Adachi. Probably wants to get some EX funny stuff going, but just going in with the EX neutral, able to punish that AZO. Sets up another orb, but good tech on the throw. Oh, that was probably a missed AZO input, but a great DP out.
Yeah, very smart. Mr. Racer's counterplay in this game has been super on point.
Yeah, try to fish for the kill on that Seth. Wasn't quite able to convert off it. Ooh, probably missed the 2-4C input.
Wow!
Full
Okay.
screen command grab?
It almost worked. He jumped it probably like the last second.
Yeah, interesting. Swapping into the Seth. That is a very risky play. Could go down in an instant. I'm honestly really surprised that Mr. Racer didn't try to fish for a kill on that Seth. That's up a BZO just right in his face. Garfield not ready for it.
Oh my gosh, they are really scrapping out here. This is definitely the longest match these two have had, and I think it's just an adaptation factor. They have both had some clutch defense against each other. Look at this. There's been like 5 or 6 pro techs in this round.
Yeah. Oh yeah, gets hit with your taste of your own medicine. Just getting that cross up by Pew plus A0, and Mr. Ace will be drawing first blood.
There it is, putting Garfield on the back burner here. Solo Seth, this time level 4 resonance though.
That's a sandwich scenario, but there's an orb coming! Multiple orbs coming, Mr. Ace, they're not afraid. Mashing buttons immediately, and not quite able to kill the Seth. Putting Carter's Seth on the brink of life. Has to be really careful what he does. Sets up a BZO. Those orbs are going to be hitting. Mr. Ace are not believing in the counter hit. J confirmed.
Yo, he's gonna put the board on Seth!
Yeah, just built that EX neutral skip on Ty, or the super on time and then EX neutral skip. As it is cinematic, also just able to info through everything, and an excellent cross up with the orb.
Oh my god, this can definitely go either way. Mr. Racer recognizes they need to activate the resonance. Unfortunately, did it off a jump B on hit.
Oh, didn't realize that the persona was broken on Ty. This is such a scrappy set. Mr. Racer definitely just in a very good spot. One touch situation, tries to air thaw everything, and baits Carter to punish him and just gets out with the DP, and that is a very close game, but we still got one more coming up.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a matter of both players exhibiting the knowledge that they have with their team and also just getting comfortable with each other. The defense in like the earlier parts of that match was absolutely insane on both sides. They played the 2v2 for so long, and then for it to come down to that 1v1, Garfield still had a chance, but Mr. Race was able to find that last hit they needed. And yeah, going into a game 5 off of those circumstances, I imagine that both players are palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms spaghetti, but we'll have to see how this goes.
Yes. First 3 matches definitely very favored on one side, but that was the closest match, and I wonder if we're gonna bring some of that same energy to this one, but it is the last one.
Oof.
Straight out and able to punish the DP accordingly in this set, or this match so far is looking very good for Mr. Racer, putting Adachi in an uncomfortable situation and forcing Carter to burst out.
Yo, he broke the orb with the 5C.
Why not? Sets up another sandwich scenario. What your blocks like? Didn't block the cross up. AZO just gonna be cashing out in that super immediately.
Yeah, I think actually up backing for Garfield made that AZO super ambiguous. Nice recognition, get that DP.
Oh, full screen command grab.
Woo, that's huge. That's huge. I'm surprised it didn't activate cross combo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even bigger. We take those. No combo!
Oh, he just didn't know. No air unblockable DP either, but still catching Mr. Racer slacking on the toes, and suddenly this game looking good for Mr. Racer, looking great for Carter.
Yeah, what was such a great start for Mr. Racer has really just elevated to a really uncomfortable one. He's fighting for his life, gets caught by the Seth, tagging to the Adachi, no supers. but this Resonance is running out. Garfield. Oh!
Oh! Barely missing.
Oh man, Garfield gets the DP out. Okay, yeah, he's trying to abuse this 2v1 situation if possible, but Mr. has been so elusive. 1v1 Adachi versus Seth. Okay, yeah, EX Orb, then he's gonna pop the Resonance. He's trying to get control of this neutral game. Get Mr. Racer to stop doing actions.
Yeah, and he has to be really careful now. He could get sneezed on. Oh, didn't believe in the 4A confirm. Gonna be mashing out immediately. EX neutral skips. Just going straight out. All the meter is gone for Garfield. And able just to set up a free PZO, but uses one of his meter to push block out. Has to be careful of that orb.
Dude.
Oh, Foxy!
For all ways of at the end, Garfield has been fishing, wishing for a hit the entire 30-second run that we had there, and he found it in the form of 5C, the great equalizer, as Garfield was able to take it 3-2 over Mystery Racer.
Yeah, that was definitely Mr. Racer. Despite that huge life deficit, he was smoothing and grooving, making all the great calls with that Adachi, just clipping, had a lot of potential happy birthday situations, but wasn't quite able to convert off it. But still, that life total was just draining slowly. It's slowly, but in the end, if you don't get the kill on both characters, it doesn't matter. And yeah, Carter will be taking it 3-2 over Mr. Racer. Was a very, very intense set. My heart was pounding. I wasn't even playing.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was definitely a fantastic set that we've had here. We had our share of like really heart pumping sets, but that was definitely one for the history books there. That there. The freaking the closing seconds of that round were insane because Carter had spent like a ton of freaking meter, man, and I think he was trying to make calls if Mr. Race was gonna try to go into a 226Z or like an AZ or anything, and like Mr. Race just had the awareness of like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, and so Garfield tried to find anything to open him up, and it was the fights that did it. That was something else. But we're hopping back to the other side. We got Totally Drew versus Fate of the Dragon, and I mean, if based off of the matches that we've been seeing here thus far, this has been a fantastic tournament. I think we have an amazing set ahead of us as well.
Yep, absolutely. Totally Drew. Definitely, I wouldn't say a newcomer to PC Tag and Chill, but not a super frequent participator until like maybe recently, and they lucked into the Mayumi, which is definitely a very, very threatening comp, and Totally Drew definitely has a lot of sauce in the wear, or comfortability. Is that even a word? I don't even know.
It is not comfortability.
Yeah, comfortable ability with the team. They know what they're doing. That's the point I'm trying to make.
No cap detected. Yeah, his routes on the team are fantastic. He gets these charge B routes off of air raid, and they just you're looking at it and you're like, what is he doing? And you're like, holy crap, that did 13k. Like it's something.
Yeah, when you optimize this team damage, it can be very surprising.
Faded coming off of a fantastic match they had earlier against TrueCare. He's looking to keep up that momentum with the Kurogane.
Woo! Straight with the grab, but nice tech on Totally Drew's side.
Okay, yeah, didn't route into 2B. Nice! Aaron blockable DP. Forced sandwich situation, just a freaking lance to the face.
Why not? And oh my god, what happened to this Kurogane? Holy crap, he's almost dead.
And this is exactly what we're talking about with Totally Drew. Like, I think on the beginning of that air raid, he had only took like 6k, and then just out of nowhere, it's like, by the way, this is nearly 11k. Welcome to die.
Oh, interesting. No, I probably misput on the no.
Yeah, I feel like it. Oh, I think he was not expecting that to cross up. The answer is it'll always cross up until it doesn't.
Indeed. How do you block Yosuke Hanamura? There are many unknown questions. Oh, I thought there was going to be a DP bait there, but I think it was maybe just throw bait instead. Bro.
Oh my god.
I don't even think Faded knew where he was going.
I don't think so. No! Gets the tones, but did not come into a hit confirm.
Yeah. Ooh, just gets hit by the raw 5P as well. It is an assist starter.
Yeah, I don't think he could have really threatened to kill reliably, but 5C will hit Yosuke. No death yet.
I mean, he's really low. Gets a counter hit or 5P confirm. I imagine there's gonna be a spot, but yeah, like it would be crazy not to.
Yeah.
And a kill, maybe.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, try to use that Phantom Pain for an anti-air. Definitely everyone has to be careful right now. DP assist, but excellent navigation over it.
Oh, is he gonna confirm that? Oh, 2B? Oh, yo, if he... I'm telling you, if he 2B'd that Yosuke, I was gonna flip out. I totally drew. You're insane.
Don't be.
One fear. Oh. No. Oh. Yep, push blocks. Trying to avoid the situation that's imminent. Yosuke above you, what do I do?
I don't know, die, I guess, lol. Probably gonna be a kill, yeah, gonna be cashing out with some of this assist gauge, gonna be going into the knee super THC on deck unless there's some weird drops. Doesn't look like there are any, and that is a dead Yumi. I almost ate my words there for a second, but Kuragata came in and said, nah, I'm gonna do more damage than you think I'm doing.
Looking good to me. Faded on a bit of a run right now. That first round lasted a really long time, though. Both players kind of pushing themselves to the limits. It was just Faded that happened to confirm the kill first, but that really felt like could have gone either way.
Definitely a crucial misstep there on that game was, oh my!
I get the commentator Mitsuru match? Yo, this never happens! You play
I mean, it's in his player card. I've never seen Mitsuru. Much less I've never seen Mitsuru from that. I've seen Mitsuru before. I've never seen Mitsuru Mai, though. So this will be interesting because Mai's assists are definitely very good, but I wanted to describe them as like being particularly good for lockdown, which is kind of, I feel like that's kind of what Mitsuru wants, is definitely those long lockdown assists to get those very threatening high-low mix-ups going, but still, I imagine the neutral is going to be really good. That Mai 5P is so threatening, it goes full screen for whatever reason, and is able to maybe snipe it before, but Mitsuru is definitely, I feel like, more for the Yosuke, just because her,
oh my god. Man. I'm sorry, I haven't stopped smiling for the past 30 seconds. Like, when it comes to Mitsuru, and I see Ibana playing in the bracket, I know what to expect, you know, but this is a surprise. I didn't expect to see this.
That's your girl, right?
It's true. Alright, Faded. Oh my god, it's been so on point with these Yosuke moonsaults, the bait actions, right? It's DPs, throws, bursts. All there, but gonna be firing back this match. It was a strong early start there for Totally Drew, but it's starting to stabilize a bit here for Faded. Yikes!
What do you block?
Who knows? Once in the front, once in the back. But yeah, Mitsuru, I think, is down from this. Oh, we're live.
Oh, how long have we been live for? You know? Well, you know, Guzman's back in the room. Welcome back. I guess we're good to start now.
Yeah, I'll ping them just in case.
Unfortunate internet disconnect, spectrum moment, as they say in Guzman gaming language, but looks like Total Drew back on that Mayumi comp. Mitsuru didn't really get to do anything, unfortunately, for Atkins. I know you wanted to see your girl, but she will not be played for the rest of the set.
Dude, she's gonna end up getting banned from being used here ever again, because right when she was picked, the stream crashed, and somehow I feel like she's to blame for that. Mitsuru just can't have nothing nice at 2.0, man.
Yes. It's unfortunate. Where are the Mitsuru players?
I don't know, man. We were extinct for a reason. We'll crash the streams if we show up.
Maybe that's it. That's why you can never play in a tournament.
It's true. That's why I'm on the comms. Here we go. Alright, one of those signature bruh moments. Totally Drew damage. Why? Oh, man. I think he tried to bait a throw or a DP there. Multi-layered on the Oki. Couldn't get a burst punish, though.
Yep. She's on that side. What a great way to schmoo. But it was just the grab mix-up.
Oh! This really sucked. Unfortunately for Faded, they were not ready to capitalize off that situation.
Yeah, just double jump back and allowing Total Drew just to get another grab on them. Unfortunately, though, dropping the combo.
Oh, okay. Good reaction. Not going to be taking that 5C today, but fantastic reversal super. Unfortunately, didn't confirm the kills. They spent a little bit more bar than needed, but that's good. 2v1 and 2v1.
So you have to be very careful on 2 bars because that super is like 6 frames. It can beat a lot of safe jumps.
Yeah, and there we have it. Totally Drew able to get things back together, get a game on the board here, gets faded. So yeah, Faded gonna be sticking to the guns here. I don't think they really need a character swap at this point. I think Platinum, however, I will say Platinum could bring some shenanigans to the table if Faded would just come on to be like, yo, forget it. First to one, can you beat my Platinum? But like
the game is coming up, but I see you, BBTAG Argentina. Welcome over to the Guzman Gaming channel. We always appreciate you giving us some support over here in SoCal.
Absolutely. Shout out to y'all. Thanks for catching that because I hadn't even caught it. But yes, BBTAG Argentina, welcome, welcome. Looking forward to seeing y'all play some BBTAG tomorrow. Yeah, here we go. Game 4, Faded and Totally Drew. Woo! Man, he's so... was trying to bait any type of reversal there from Totally Drew, but man, look at what has came from it. The happy birthday, he has no burst available and just lost Yosuke in a matter of seconds. This is a big yikes.
That is for sure. No.
Okay.
I've gotten word. Guzman has lost connection to the room.
No way.
Yo, Spectral moment. Well, I guess we play in BBTAG radio now.
Oh wait, but we're still alive?
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a Resonance for Faded. They have a good amount of damage on Maya. Yumi is still completely full health.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a hard come back to me. Oh my god, just gets the anti-air phantom pain, but unfortunately drops the combo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, he's racking up some really good damage on Yumi now. Yumi and Maya are definitely led about like 20% territory.
He's crazy! Faded the Dragon is crazy!
I'm so sorry you guys can't watch this. That was the craziest throw to C-Bit I've ever seen in my life. Faded is in the lead. Resonance activation from Yumi. She has level 4, building that life back. Faded can die from a touch.
Yeah.
Getting chipped.
Oh, yeah, those dash cancels are DP safe, so just unfortunately, just cracked at the wrong time. Faded the Dragon, definitely making that Kurogane solo comeback. He was at a humongous life despite, but so no fear, kept up all the aggression, kept up all the pressure, and got it into a really close game, but like, just couldn't seal it out in the end. And we are on to game 5.
That is correct, Mundo. Totally Drew trying to bring this back, reverse sweep things into their favor. And I mean, the first game they got looked fantastic. That game was looking to look even like more fantastic, but Faded just dug deep and said, nah, I'm choosing violence. And like, it almost worked out. But yeah, it's really all gonna come down to this. Faded not swapping teams, sticking that Kurogane for solidness. Here we go, game 5. Winners finals determining match. Bro, they're flying. They're flying.
They zooming. Oh, but Maya looking like she's zooming a little bit more, but good place to burst out. Going straight with the EX Rekkas. Sets up a sandwich scenario though. Has no push block. But great defense so far, and I'm sorry.
Yo, welcome to Mad Damage for no reason. Yo, this is meterless.
It already hit 9K.
He was about to take like possibly 10K meterless for that.
Gonna be swapping over though to the Yosuke. Wants to have some of that Kurogane health back. Oh, nice block of the DP assist. Gonna be tagging Yumi a little bit. No, but no, dude, they zoom in. They zoom. Oh my god, what a confirm.
Oh no! Have the right trajectory of that dive with Maya to get that super link, and we'll be getting punished. That's not gonna kill her, but definitely gonna put a damper on the snowball that Totally Drew was building. First to burst in, this Yumi now Faded. Trying to make something happen. This Yosuke's a little bit low. He has to be careful. Oh, I'm so...
Do it again! Oh. That's probably the Snowbird miss, but excellent using that 5P to punish the EX. I think that's slash cut.
Very good. Oh, okay. Yeah, you blocked that. You're still in for a world of hurt. Fantastic defensive fade thus far. No pick. That should have been death, but just wasn't able to find the hit that they needed. Oh, no super.
No.
Ah!
No kill confirms. There's a lot of spaghetti being thrown on the floor. Faded's character should be dead.
Yosuke on the loose. Kurogane in the back clears that Kurogane 4P. Force sandwich situation. What a block. He's clutch. He's cracked. Oh!
Good. Yeah, he was in box, so was just able to get out immediately. Gonna be using some of those flips. Both players like super patiently. We're in rampage time now. Oh no! EX Rekka's into the Snowbirds. Able to DP out of the grab. Faded, not popping the resonance.
Yo, he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't sniff it. I can find it. Yo, Skip it doesn't get the. Oh, great defense. Totally Drew is right for the low.
Great patience.
And that's going to do it. Totally Drew able to get it 3-2 over Faded Dragon.
What a set.
That was another great set. Holy crap.
You got some good BBTAG today.
Yeah, people definitely showing up and showing out here. Totally Drew gonna be able to cash in that window and solidify that winners finals placement. Gonna be awaiting their opponent that we're gonna be deducing right now. Actually, it'll be Catering versus 402 Garfield. So yeah, Catering, we saw earlier, kind of messing around with this Carmine Kurogane comp. Looked clean, looked good. But they're going up against 402 Garfield this time around, who has been having a great showing thus far. You know, they're 2-0 and they're still in that winner's side. They're about to make it to winners finals, so I would say that's a pretty good showing. But yeah, there's Adachi Seth. The Catering has had to play it against a couple of times in terms of just playing against Mystery Racer, but as we've noted and as we've been able to kind of identify it through seeing both of them play now today. It's a little bit of a different style that Carter brings around.
Yes, definitely. Mystery Racer is definitely I mean, they both, of course, fish for those sandwich scenarios where Seth's on one side, Adachi is basically full screen, and like it's a 50-50 between whether you have to block left or right. But Mystery Racer is definitely a bit more aggressive on the team comp, while Carter is a bit more calculated and more like picking his fights. A bit more, what's the word? I don't want to say like smartly, but like more conservatively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is definitely the case. Then that Seth Linger seeing the Catering gonna swing around and find out. Oh, forcing the burst early. Woo! 2C starter. That's gonna be very nice.
Dashing out with a DP in the corner. Tries to probably go for a fuzzy there.
Woo! Okay.
Out.
Oh my god, yeah, that time threatening the fuzzy, but just opted for the low. Try to make things unburstable. Yeah, that was great recognition to jump in on everything that Garfield was trying to set up there. You have those big Carmine buttons, like, why not?
Yeah. Oh, just goes in straight with the Ace knows this kid to convert off it, though. Whoa! What dives? Yo, he's clean! Able to convert off the 214B.
That was kind of nice in GL. Catering on the solo Kurogane though, and yep, it's a 1v1 just like that. That Seth was getting lower and lower. Gets the throw too. No resonances in sight for either player. Well, okay, I think he's gonna have to catch it, or go. Someone's going to resonance.
Yeah. Ooh, they're gonna potentially been a precision air block over reset, but there was a resonance, so understand not going for it.
Ooh. Yeah, oh boy, the throw!
Is he able to build the meter on time for Astral?
It doesn't look like it, yeah. The thing is, Catering will definitely have access to Astral, though.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs one touch anyway. He just push blocking out immediately, goes in with the slash gun, isn't able to quite convert off it! Goes in with another one, who cares? Just do it again.
Manooch. Alright, Catering gonna be able to get game one. Very close one there. Like, felt like Catering had a lot of momentum, but really just kind of losing that character pretty fast around the Carmine, but able to make that comeback. And yeah, we haven't seen I think there's been some clutch plays from Garfield. We're not seeing the Adachi Seth antics yet, as far as like the active swap and the real constant pressure. But we'll see how that shapes out over the course of this game.
Woo! Oh my god, I'm surprised that that wheel didn't punish anything, but still, it's just very good for Carter to be cashing out with that Adam Smasher and a 9K round start, basically.
Yeah, you're essentially just forcing Catering to say, okay, we're gonna reset, start the game over, but you have half your life. Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, great mash out. Ooh, yeah, going in with the unblockable 5. Yeah, imagine. Wants to be very careful with this karma. Yeah, using those blood bombs just to safely go into the Kuragane. Oh, that's a very poor assist call. He's gonna be waking up with a divine smasher and just runs into it. I don't know if there was a button press or anything, but still, the Ace neutral step able to catch Catering.
Yeah, I like this cashing in the cross combo because it will kill. I was gonna. Oh no! Sorry. Don't watch the VOD. I didn't say anything. I said nothing. I said nothing, dude. You're fine. You still got this.
Oh, no! Wait, who got it? I don't know anymore. No one watch the VOD, please.
I didn't curse anybody. Don't worry about it. What I was gonna say is that I liked him cashing a cross combo to waste Catering's resonance, but then I like looked at the life bar and I was like, oh, he's just gonna die. And as soon as I realized that he dropped the combo, it was like, man, I should have just been wrong, so Garfield could have won with less stress.
I guess so. I mean, just in an instant, just because of the Kuragane effect of him doing so much damage, he was able to almost take out a character, but unfortunately, he just decided to cash out into super, and it just didn't autocorrect, and yeah, it just whiffed, and he died for it.
Oh man, okay, here we go, game 3! What a eccentric round start! Tried to do the round start jump AZO. Did not make contact, but also did not get punished.
That was definitely very eccentric. I'm more surprised there was no punish on it. I like the idea of trying to use that JC to air stall a little bit, but it didn't quite work out. But a great 2v on Seth. Cashing out into some health probably after that burst was baited. Yeah, finally.
So pretty good. Bring that Karma nearly to half health. Oh
my god.
Not only a great sandwich activation, also a dodgy DP save. Not bad at all.
Yeah, just enough meter to confirm the kill without the cross combo, and Adachi is dead.
Yeah, Soul Seth coming in here to the tick throw here for Catering. Oh boy.
Slaps the heavens.
The legend.
Does he have a combo?
Yes, he was able to figure out something there.
Definitely looked a little bit unstable there, but Catering just picked all the right actions, spent that meter well, and was able to get the kill on the Seth and putting him on set point.
Pretty good. Let's see if Catering's able to close this out, or if Garfield's going to be able to find a way to navigate through the Carmine Kuragane display that we have here at the moment. Yeah, I like... There's, like in that last match, there was actually a lot of good calls that Garfield was able to get. We saw like 2 potential happy birthdays, just no capitalization, unfortunately.
That was an excellent blocking awareness. Just not only blocked the cross-up, but called the 5P at the right time to punish the axis swap too.
Yeah, that was so good from Catering. Oh, and the tick throw, he's still moving and grooving.
Carter definitely has to be very careful with this Seth. Still keeping him in, putting himself in a sandwich scenario, but both characters popping the CC, and yeah, Catering just waking up with the violence.
Man, that was definitely a hard to blockable. Straight into a tick throw. Carter has not been able to get anything started, man.
Okay, yeah, no meter to do any fancy bionic arm shenanigans, but still looking pretty good.
Yeah, he definitely missed the BZO on that active switch. That was very unfortunate.
Yeah, and it is a sandwich scenario. Oh, but an excellent jump out and an excellent contest, just able to catch both characters in that sandwich scenario.
Oh boy, okay. Funny Oki time.
Good block so far, and just able to find the best place to DP out, keeping it up. Oh my god, that was disgusting, but wasn't able to confirm it to a kill. Keeping up the pressure with the 2-1-4, being able to convert off it accordingly.
All right, Garfield, despite this huge deficit in 2v2, they have been fighting some very clutch hits. I'm sorry, man. Watch the VODs, dude. I'm so
Please,
freaking
nobody watch the VODs, please. We have been cursing people all day. Why is he on that side? Adachi DP, not the best movement option in the game, that's for sure.
Man, just like that, Catering is going to be able to take it over Garfield, solidify that spot in winners finals where they will be going up against Totally Drew.
My eye can see these kinds of things. Like I give a shit. As long as I'm wreaking havoc, I don't care how much blood.
So yeah, a cool winners finals to have. I could definitely say it's a winners finals that we've never had before. I haven't seen Totally Drew in winners finals territory. We've seen Catering a couple of times, so that will be an interesting one to play out a bit later, because we got to fill out the loser side of everything. And yeah, we're moving and grooving here. BBTAG show number 45 here at twitch.tv/GuzmanGaming1. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. Be sure to check out Guzman socials, all right? If you maybe want to join one of these tournaments in the future, you know, we're currently just PS4 for this weekend in observance of Project Tsukiyomi happening tomorrow and Sunday, as we mentioned earlier. Be sure to check out those BBTAG brackets that are going on there. But we usually do PS4 and PC around here. So be sure to join Discord if you want to join those tournaments in the near future. Check out Guzman on Twitter if you want to stay up to date with all things that are BB Tag and Chill, PC Tag and Chill, and possibly Guilty Gear Strive if it comes out next week. Who knows what that means, but I think Guzman has some stuff cooked up for you guys in the future, so follow on Twitter to stay up to date with everything that's going on there. And yeah, best thing about Guzman, he uploads VODs of these tournaments constantly on YouTube. And so if you thought these tournaments were so nice, you gotta watch them twice. Be sure to subscribe to Guzman's YouTube, linked in the chat right now, to catch previous BB Tag and Chills, PC Tag and Chills, and some original anime game content. Guzman Gaming, the 5B of the NTG himself.
Still not out of the gauntlet yet, has to fight Zero Shadow Blood in the loser's side in order to move on.
Yeah, Garfield just kind of thrown right back into the flames here to fight for the tournament life at this point, which Zero Shadow Blood has been doing in their loser side run so far, getting some 3-0 victories over Royal Rose and TrueCare to bring this up to this point. This is to solidify a placement in top 4. Not a bad idea in the Yumi matchup.
Mm-hmm.
I can set this up. But
I'll go tell him.
It depends.
Get ready. Get ready.
Okay, we can power through this match and then I'll set it up in the intermission afterwards.
Alright. Is the stream back up?
I believe so. Yeah, the stream is up and they're going. Yeah, Zero Shadow Blood is currently up 1-0.
Okay, a good use of that Snowbird in order to punish the AZ. Oh, that was... he's dead. I don't know if he's actually dead, but it's gonna be very, very close. It's gonna be, I think, 13k minimum. No, 14k. I'm capped.
Yeah, nearly 15k.
He's dead. Just like that.
Yes.
Made one mistake.
Patience from Zero Shadow Blood, not even commit too much. Gonna be eating this throw, but how bad could it possibly be when I eat 5k, but when I hit you, you might be eating like 10k, so.
Oh, goes in with the advantage of low, isn't quite able to convert the combo, just going with the 5C to block him. Why not?
Okay. Oh, that was very smart there from Garfield.
Oh yeah, Yumi anti-air not able to hit the JB in time. Oh my god, they are swinging.
Yes.
I think he's dead. I mean, the team, that's dead for sure. Holy crap.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Garfield moving and grooving with the solo Dachi for as much as they could. Almost got some really clutch hits on that Yumi in those exchanges, but just wasn't able to have it all equate to a dead character. And Zero Shadow Blood will be going up 2-0. Uh-oh. Guzman. I'm gonna kick you from the lobby.
Yeah, okay, there we go. No No kicking. We aren't kicking the streamer. That would be a questionable idea, but still, we need to shoot the gun at whoever does it. Auto pass. Oh no.
Look, I have faith. Everything is fine.
Is everything Daijobu? No, everything is not Daijobu.
All right, we're beat.
Looks like the stream is back up temporarily. We're gonna do some, I guess, troubleshooting. Atkins is gonna go get his capture card. Just make sure that we can get a backup Discord stream just in case everything starts going to hell on this on the internet. It's unfortunate, but all I can really say is California ISPs, they'd be the big suck.
Okay. Yeah. So I have a Discord stream live just in case.
Backup plan has been initiated.
Get ready.
Are we gonna have Faded versus Mystery Racer up next?
I think they're playing right now.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure. Okay, so this is a real game. All right. Faded versus Mystery Racer.
I deal with kids all the time at gymnasium. Go ahead.
Very cool. Okay. So Faded's on the Yosuke plat. Where did Mystery Racer go?
I think Shiro Adachi?
If you want
Okay.
to play nice,
Cool.
bad news.
You know, isn't Mystery Racer like fighting his boss?
Crossing fate.
I guess so.
This is a performance check.
Make sure he's still up to snuff. Can't be tarnishing the Mystic Mix-Up's name. Yeah, right now it's been like a circus act here. Mystery Racer trying to find anything to do with Adachi while navigating like Yosuke approaching a platinum assist, but still
Oh, it's so cursed.
just a bit.
Did he just jump over the gun? Yosuke Hanamura for you? What?
Funny neutral.
Funny neutral indeed, but it looks like Mystery Racer getting the better end of this neutral. Catching Yosuke. Now, I don't know if Meter really catch in anything, but the double fangs ender has to be really careful and isn't able to block the delayed air dash.
Okay, yeah, I like the usage of the missiles to clear the Ultra Shirogane traps. The unfortunate thing, you know, Beta doesn't have like much bar in terms of push blocks and stuff here. This situation is really tough.
Yeah, has to be really careful in this situation. Goes in for the... Beta not ready to push block out and has 4 meters on... 5 meters on deck.
Yeah, not confirmed. Will definitely do it. Mr. Racer able to get the first game. Yeah, and the beginning parts were interesting. They were definitely kind of flowing each other out, but once Mr. Racer got started, they definitely did not stop.
Keeping up all that constant English is hard. Aggression.
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
Aggression.
Aggression. That just sounds like very mean, like salad dressing.
Aggression?
Aggression.
I don't know if it sounds good. I don't think I would try it.
Yeah. Maybe like it sounds like maybe you just poured hot sauce over a salad and you called it aggression. Like aggressive dressing. It's just something really spicy.
Oh man, Faded. Last time we saw them in the situation with the loss of the Platinum, they ended up switching to Kurogane, not committing to that quite yet. So there might be some spice or some things that they just feel more comfortable about it in terms of fighting against Mystery Racer. 'Cause I do know that these two have some match history, so.
Sets up a Vizio immediately. Oh, excellent two-way poke out. Wasn't able to fully convert it.
Yeah, I think the 2C would have been a bit more beneficial in that situation, but still, was able to find something to deter the BZO situation, but still hasn't really been able to get a game plan started. Woo!
Oh, then out. Wasn't quite able to punish the trigger DP. Going in low, goes in for the tick grab. Going to be cashing out into the super immediately, keeping everything burst safe.
Oh boy. Oh man, yeah, just wasn't able to confirm a combo off that Yosuke hit.
Yeah, sandwich scenario? Yeah. Ooh, Faded not ready for it. Mysteries not quite able to confirm off it. Oh! Good use of those gunshots. Gonna be punishing the landing recovery of V-Slash.
Yeah, that was very smart there from Mystery Racer. Okay. Yeah, gonna be getting the command throw ender. Safe jump. Whoa! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, great use of that EX swallow move.
Indeed, indeed. Air involved. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get much for it, but still trying to rack up some damage if possible. That was. Oh, I think he wanted another one and got crossed up.
Yeah, perhaps.
Man. Unfortunate. Mystery Racer going to be able to get the second game over Faded here. And yeah, Faded, I just feel like has not really been able to get the game plan going with this team. They are trying to navigate this neutral, get any type of momentum, but in terms of like sizable damage or really any type of presence in the matchup, it's been all Mystery Racer thus far.
Yeah. And now I feel like since this back against the wall, I imagine there's going to be the Kurogane swell. The Platinum really hasn't been doing him that well. Not really able to contest anything that Adachi or Shiro can really pull out. And I imagine, yeah, like Kurogane is going to be a bit more of a stable pick there, is because he has more options to like kind of get in and call out a lot of Mystery Racer stuff, especially with like a Divine Smasher or just like Slash Kite, just preventing all those potential setups from happening.
Okay, we got this.
Yeah, we will see how this works out here for Faded. Needs a reverse sweep if they want to be able to make this happen. Mystery Racer has to skip the beat though. Oh, he DP'd!
He's a genius?
This is so painful, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Faded is just unfortunately just making a lot of bad calls there. Yeah, he's just like, he can't get anything going. He's back in this corner. Nice block so far, but can you block and unblock him?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know when Mystery Racer's birthday is. And maybe it doesn't matter. This could just basically be his birthday presents and his Christmas presents in the form of this match.
What?
I think that was an attribute of Yosuke's burst making that was. So that was very weird.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, not quite able to.
Dude, he should just play neutral with DP. Like, I don't think it can get punished.
It's physically impossible, apparently. Okay, yeah, nice to be sold out. I mean, Faded has had plenty of opportunities to get stuff going there, but just unfortunately just dropping a lot of them. He's going to be doing the raw Hama. Ooh, great patience there over Mr. Racer. Going to be baiting that burst and killing the Kurogane. I was about to say Naoto, but that would have been confusing.
True.
Was it going to punish? Yes, great use of that Hama, just able to punish the recovery frames. That V/, and Mystery Racer taking a very dominant set over Faded Dragon.
Yeah, excellent stuff there from Mystery Racer. Early parts of that game 3 were definitely a bit all over the place. I think Mystery Racer was definitely awarded some blessings, but I mean, even despite that and beyond that, Mystery Racer just played that really, really great. And yeah, they will be moving on into loser semis, which I believe is going to be played out right now. We'll have Mystery Racer versus Zero Shadowblood. Yeah, definitely lots of historical context with this matchup. A little bit less as of late. I think these two have just like not been running into each other in bracket much as of late, because I think Mr. Race has been taking a load off in most brackets besides WNF, and I don't think they've really faced off from WNF. But beforehand, when Mr. Racer was on the Adachi Batista pick, they were fighting like week after week, like constantly. So coming back against each other here in this loser semis position, battling for that top 3.
Sticking with the main squeeze, the Itachi Shirogane.
Yes, we will have to see how it works out here. If they're able to put a stop to the... Well, actually, they both have been making insane losers bracket runs. They were both sent to losers bracket round 1 and have... Actually, this is nuts. So they were both sent to losers bracket round 1 and have both had 3-0 sweeps up until this point.
I mean, they want their positioning in the potential 3rd place, so you know they're fighting it out. Great TRM call.
Whoa! Oh my god, pivotal drop combos on both ends, but able to snipe with that Susanoo 6P.
Happy birthday on both characters, going for the JC Ender. Out, going to be setting up a sandwich scenario, but yeah, it's just going to be baited accordingly, going to be cashing out probably into Mark. Yeah, just going to set up some of those traps first, and that Susanoo not in a very good position. Great use of that DP. The punish it wasn't quite able to fully punish the burst. Sets up another sandwich scenario, but you can't block him.
That is true, but drop combo from Mr. Racer. You can see the aggression here from Zero Shot of Blood, trying to stay and not let that... Ooh, we whiffed at the whiff punish. This is going to be fatal for that Shirogane.
Yeah, so that Mark now is irrelevant for making a comeback on this Adachi. Yo, what is she doing there?
Who knows? Good throw tech.
Patience, able to convert off the JB. Probably going to be killing the Yumi off this.
Yes, with the power charge too, just to be completely sure. And 1v1 situation is imminent. I don't think either side is going to have a chance to Astral at this point. So, yeah, they're definitely playing for the next hit. Mr. Racer got a big one. Wasn't able to confirm off that, though.
Yeah, probably needed to go into that as faster in that situation. Oh, nice tech on the throw. And actually uses the dodgy anti. I think that was J.
Oh, boy. Wow.
No, he's using it. Not quite able to confirm it just because of the awkward angle, but oh, unfortunately gets tapped on the toes with the 2A, and it was definitely a very close one, but Zero Shadow Blood will be taking game 1.
Yes, that was insanity. Really tense scenario, though, because truly, when it came to both of them having the Resident Center 1v1, it was feeling like a next hit wins kind of situation, but Zero Shadow Blood able to become victorious.
Racer still gonna be sticking with the Adachi Shirogane, still definitely looking very good on it.
Yeah, in terms of, I mean, Mission Racer is actually looking very good on the comp. I mean, there was just definitely a really pivotal mistake, maybe with that Shirogane on the whiff with the bicycle kick. And I mean, mistakes against Zero Shadow Blood's team is always going to equal death. So wasn't really able to play out that 2v2 out to its full fruition, but there's definitely some imminent value in what they had before that mistake.
Yeah, those 2v callouts were looking very good. It's just the Adachi's anti-air is just really awkward to have to convert off, and just Mr. Racer not finding like the exact right way to punish it.
All right. The tick pressure here from Zero Shadow Blood. Mr. Racer in this corner gets hit by the 2C. The rough scenario being teched into a sandwich. Yeah, that is insanely rough. Do they lose Adachi for this? Yes.
Just poor awareness. Probably not expecting that to kill and trying to be a little bit greedy with that shirt.
Yeah, it's stuck here on the solo Shirogane, trying to make anything happen. Those are the Hamon. That hasn't activated the resonance quite yet. Gonna be activated now on call of that Susanoo 6P. But yeah, just having trouble getting any hits here.
Yeah, I mean, one hit will probably result in the mark, but he has to get it first. If you're using that DP to kind of nullify the sequence, it definitely could have been a lot for Mr. Racer. I'm gonna be catching So Yumi probably gonna get a mark on both characters.
Yeah, this is a bit more doable. Unfortunately, it's at the latter half of his resonance, so the passive meter gain is something that's going to make the next touch scenarios not as bad here for Zero Shadow Blood, but definitely on the next hit, he can kill at least one character. It's the kill after that is going to be rough.
Yeah, Zero Shadow Blood definitely playing very patiently. He doesn't want to risk getting any Hama kills. Going to be being extremely conservatively, finds it hidden, but unfortunately, I didn't even see Shurigan. I'm going to be getting a grab on him.
Yeah, that was super cheeky. That's very good for Mr. Racer too, because they got it in the point where they're actually able to build a bar. There is a possibility on their next hit that they could get into the Hama, but just gets clipped low, and we are definitely going into Astral. That'll be another game for Zero Shadow Blood.
Mr. Racer playing that 2v1 pretty well, but when you got that Astral deck, it's only going to take a one shot and all that. Nothing. Zero Shadow Blood up 2 game? Right? Yeah, up 2.
Yes.
I've been losing count.
All good, all good. Yeah, Mr. Racer, man, really stuck in these 1v2 scenarios and almost like able to get the outplays, but just not really able to find those missing hits that they're needed in order to make them happen in Zero Shadow Blood. Constantly making sure that these characters are going down, you know, getting that 2v1 situation in their favor is definitely a big deal. It's going to be up to Mr. Racer to kind of figure out how to deter against that, because last game, Adachi just straight up did not get to play at all.
It seems I have no choice but to fight.
If you want me to play nice, I've got some bad news.
Yes, here we go. Possible game point here for Zero Shadow Blood to move into top 3.
What is true?
Yeah, that was something else.
BZ are going to be sitting up, using the time to set up all these traps. Zero's trying to use that 6P, but it was a good use of it.
I liked that action from Mr. Racer. Rather than like trying to like defend against that cross combo, they had the Adachi Fat make contact. I'll just put you in block stun so I don't have to do it with mix up. Like
Yeah. You can't do anything if you're in block stun. Oh, excellent use of that delayed air dash to mix Zero Shadow Blood up. Is that going to be Mark? Yeah, going to be marking that 18k health character. Goes in the low, not able to beat the burst.
oh wow, that'll be a counter hit on the Yumi. Interesting conversions here from Mr. Racer. Has a double mark at their disposal now.
Oh, an excellent cross up. Is he able to kill on time? Yeah, we're just with that cross raid.
Yeah, that was a good call going to cross raid in that situation. Mr. Racer has a lead now. You know, it's just solo Susanoo. Oh, but gets a whip punished.
I don't. Yeah, that mark is going to be irrelevant now. Just made one mistake. That 5B starter going to be catching up with some 10k non-counter hit.
Woo. All right, able to find an answer with that 2B yet again.
Yeah, definitely not going to be a kill. Going to be cashing out into almost a lot of damage, putting Zero Shadow Blood in comfortable positioning. Fortunately for him, Zero Shadow Blood's dead.
Yes, just keeping up that aggression. I thought after that super he may have popped resonance, but no, just allowing for Zero Shadow Blood to pop resonance and being able to get some type of strike throw mix and getting the read on the throw. And getting the first game in the set. That was good stuff there from Mr. Racer.
Get ready.
Yeah, Mr. Racer showing some signs of life, and I think that game was definitely indicative of something that Mr. Racer really needed, of like being able to have that victory in the 2v2 game. We definitely saw way more marks and just some good situations kind of come to their aid there. But Zero Shadow Blood wasn't out of it. I mean, really, that hit with the Susanoo, all it takes is one hit, seemingly with either of these characters. So.
They once said again, he made one mistake and died.
Yes. Okay, but still racking up this block stun, which is building up a lot of passive meter here in the back here for Mystery Racer.
Yeah, Zero Shadow Blood spent some meter. Definitely just being locked with all these mids. Excellent jump out. Wasn't quite able to punch the Adachi though. Just head up the throw. Able to get the classic 236 Viva 6P combo.
Yeah, some great defense from Zero Shadow Blood in that corner interaction. Now kind of switching things up in their favor. Ooh, boy. Oh, that, woo! I'm so surprised he didn't 4P.
Yeah, that was a very threatening. Oh, good patience by Mr. Racer. It doesn't punish it though.
I'm yeah, I'm really shocked about the action from Mistress. There's definitely a couple of big openings that they did not capitalize on, but still.
The Hama goes in with the air dash. There's no more push block on deck, so that if he goes in for an unblockable or a low, not going to be able to block it. Actually gets his B. Is that going to be a burst punish? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the question will be, what will he route into? I would guarantee that that is not what he wanted. I was wondering who's going to go for mark or go for damage, and it ended up being neither.
Oh, very interesting swap in. Gonna be DP punishing. Okay, maybe he just didn't want that. Is it gonna punish?
Wow. Okay, spins it for the 2 bars. Oh, bruh, please tell me this is spectator lag.
Someone hit the lag switch.
Okay, great defense in that scenario here. Wow, air to airing to kind of prevent the JC different zero shot, but it still gets clipped. Okay,
now we're in rampage time. Oh no.
Yeah,
that honestly, just choosing who you wanted to die at that point.
Basically, Mr. Racer had that momentum at first, but all it takes is one mistake. Solo Shurigane here, trying to make anything happen. Oh, that was a really ambitious call there for zero shot, but it works out. Okay, here comes the block stun and the chip.
Yeah,
nice reversal DP.
Not quite. What is she?
That is so unfortunate there for Mr. Racer. And Zero Shadow Blood will be able to take it 3-1. Man.
Oh, like that would literally, Mr. Racer. I've never seen him get more hoed his entire life. Okay, maybe I have, but like that was some. He was hoed.
He's gotta hold that Naruto DP. Man, does Yosuke's DP hit behind him? Because Naruto is definitely not going to. It's just a gunshot forward. That's rough.
I don't know.
That's tough.
I would have been a good call if, you know, that didn't happen.
True. Well, it's a match of knowledge for the future, but we have a winners finals to play. We got Totally Drew and Catering up to bat here. Both of them having some pretty solid winners runs thus far. And I imagine not too much matchup knowledge against each other, you know, all together. So this will be an interesting kind of exchange here. All right, here we go. Game 1.
5P with the 5A with the 5P. Combo though, sets up all that block string pressure. And the activating cross combo as well, and the spear just losing with the 5P.
Ooh, DP assist. Nothing though. Interesting. Oh my god, the 5C.
Yeah, no meter to cash out into the 5CC, but still very good. I am so surprised Catering just sat there and let Carmine die.
Yeah, I think he was just not expecting to get checked there, but that was some fantastic navigation there from Totally Drew, eating the Divine Smasher. Maya's actually taking, gonna be tagging around. So he took a lot of damage from that.
Probably cooking overhead there.
Could be. Wow, good call with the Kurogane DP to get out of that situation. Man, yeah, he has been on point with the reversals. He's done so many of them, but they've all been contact.
Yeah, definitely the Kuro Gamer from Catering is very threatening. So doesn't pop the resonance yet because I'm a little bit because this team does a surprising amount of damage. So
yeah, based off the resources Totally Drew has, it's definitely not far-fetched to say that off the next hit he could kill. Well,
yeah.
Especially with that type of starter and opening, this is looking like curtains here for Catering, as Totally Drew will take game 1.
Sorry, but we're coming through. All evil shall be swept from our path.
Yeah, well, Sorrow started here for Totally Drew, man. I mean, really made quick work of that Carmine. Carmine didn't even have a chance to get out. And then Catering did have some solid defense with the Kurogane. Was making some good reversal interactions, but the kind of lopsidedness of the health bars there really kind of came back to bite them. And again, it was coming down to a situation of Totally Drew had built so much meter that the next hit was definitely going to kill, and especially on a DP punish.
Everything Yumi does, everything Yumi sees, it's going to die.
True.
You ready to drown in a sea of
Yeah,
blood?
see how Caterade
Chill, man.
fires back here.
Definitely the turning point of that match was just letting that Carmine die really early on when he was at low health and didn't like raw tag in time. Because Carmine especially, since you have to be really careful about it because he uses his health to exert neutral.
Right.
So you have to be careful about your health total.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be bursting immediately. Good jump over the 2-3-6E. Not gonna have to worry about that at all. Yeah, without that life steal, he was definitely taking more damage than he was dealing.
Some melee, excellent 2B call, able to catch everything. Oh, no punish on the burst.
Oh, just the full jump in. I think he was expecting cross up, but no confirm here from Totally Drew. Even goes for the 5C, not able to find it.
This time it's here, and I'm not going to convert on the spear this time. Raw tagging out, but yeah, excellent response to DP assist. Just DP straight back.
Oh my god, is that a... No, not quite a kill. Ooh. Dashes into... Yeah, I mean, that was a good air unblockable, but... oh! Boy! Oh! Okay, yeah, this is probably gonna be death on that Mai. Very good punish there, but checks with the 5A incoming with Yumi, the classic, and it's a 1v1 just like that.
Yeah, just Catering just playing it really safe. Is fine with this 1v1 comeback. It pops the resistance just in time, voting the TRM.
Yeah, you can see Totally Drew's willingness to spin those EX Snowbirds. Not fully committed to the Astral game plan, but Catering not really giving Totally Drew any time to think here, just really mixing up these air actions.
Sure, both players' resonance is going to be running out.
That was awful. Was he too early?
I guess so. Oh no, drops the combo. I don't think it was going to be a kill even. Bro. With punish 5C, gets the Marvelous 2.
That was... I don't know, man. I didn't like that. The freaking, like, the DP if you just straight up whiffed. I don't even really know how. And then he really got whiff punished on 5A with 5C. That... Man.
Get ready. Get ready.
Cater gamer for you guys.
He's something. Alright, but regardless, that will even things up here. 1-1 between the two of them.
Blood. Chill, man. Give yourself
Yeah, pretty tight set that was being played on that previous game. So a little bit of adaptation here from Catering paying off. And I mean, as we said, man, he's new to the Carmine, but the more that he plays it, the stronger he's gonna get.
Yes, every single match he plays, his own power only grows and his knowledge even further. Take a look at the 5B counter hit. Wasn't able to fully convert off it, but yeah, good use of that JC to air stall and punish the 2B.
Yes, very, very smart stuff there. His jump-ins have been super on point, most notably against Yumi. Like, he has very good recognition of what Totally Drew is going to be doing on the ground if you choose the ground action with Yumi. Usually. Besides that interaction right there. Every other time, it's on point, I promise.
Absolutely.
Bruh, the mix.
Yeah, gonna be keeping it all burst safe and going to be killing the mod.
Here it is, solo Yum. 2A5, man, that's unblockable. That's unblockable. If you go 2A5C, that's not, that's unblockable. It's a low overhead.
This is straight up unblockable, and this is gonna be a kill in Catering. up 2 in the set.
Yes, he is a game away from moving into grand finals with his less than a week old team. Just, I don't know how he does it.
I'm telling you, man, Catering, he's just simply built differently, and he's built differently in a very good way.
True. Truly blessed. Yeah, let's see what Totally Drew brings to the table here. We saw the Mitsuru earlier, wink wink, but I don't know if we'll see it again. But I mean, if you just feeling like you gotta switch things up, I mean, oh man, he hasn't locked in. Yeah, we got a backup stream. It's okay. You don't gotta worry about the stream going down. Oh.
The sense is killing Atkins. Okay.
Oh.
Taking just a breather, just to probably think over. Definitely a good thing to do when you're down 2 in the set and potentially can get to grand finals. Want to make sure you're in the right head. Unfortunately, for Atkins, there is no Mitsuru Kirijo to be seen.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Someone. Where are all the Mitsuru players? Like, can we just bring them over so Atkins can commentate some Mitsuru?
I don't know, man. It's a dream that I'll just have to hold on to until, I don't know, maybe a major or something. We'll see. But here we go. Game point, grand finals confirmed point here for Gatorade. Bro, nice. That was the somersault there. Completely cleared that Kurogane 4P. That was nuts.
Yeah. Cool 5C isn't quite able to punish it. Excellent conversion. Gonna be getting some of that health back.
That was impressive. Oh my gosh, yeah, Gatorade. Nice. Blockables, the pinwheels wasn't able to pick up off that. That was a bit haphazard. Still, full control of this match.
Tap low, good throw tech. You gotta be very careful with this Mai. Playing very patiently, just allowing a throw teching. Yeah, just had to force burst out. Gonna be a lot of damage on this Yumi.
Man, the freaking corner confirmed too. Oh my god, into the mix. Catering is gaming right now.
Yeah, gonna be killing that Yumi. Soul Mai comeback needs to happen. Bro?
They traded.
I love how it was a clash, then a trade.
The 5C! It's too good.
My 5C is a mix-up too. You know how you say Chie 5C is a legitimate mix-up? My 5C is a legitimate mix-up too.
I agree. Yikes, that's gonna be a DP punish, and this should be, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, that will be a game for Catering and a solid lock-in. A grand finals positioning, gonna be able to take it 3-1 over Totally Drew.
I told you to calm down. These powers of yours come at a cost, right?
So Drew still in it. Has to though defeat Zero Shadow Blood in the loser side of the bracket. And interestingly enough, this will be a run back between the twos from from winners of round 2. Totally Drew did take it 3-1 over Zero Shadow Blood. At that time, that match was not on stream, so I'm actually curious to see how this match exactly plays out. But it's very clear that at least Totally Drew has some familiarity with having to deal with Susanoo Yumi. But Zero Shadow Blood, I mean, he has been tearing through the loser side of the bracket ever since he was sent there. He has only dropped one game, like quite literally just one game to Mystery Racer, and he's just been steamrolling straight through this losers bracket. So he'll be ready for sure. Maybe with a different mindset. But he has to join the room first. There he is.
Yeah, and I mean, these two actually did play at the last BBTAG and Chill because it was a round robin that they were both part of. Zero Shadow Blood did take it 3-1 this time around, so possibly on the run back. Totally Drew just had some different ideas of how they're going to approach the matchup 1 week later, and kind of culminating up until this point now. So we'll have to see what it is for all the marbles, right? They're 1-1 in terms of cumulative sets. Who's going to be able to have the last word between the two of them? Yes, the Yumi from both of them, starting out with the Yumi as well. Losers finals. Okay. Yeah, right now Zero Shadow Blood is trying to enforce that full screen control with that Susanoo 6P. Gonna be able to punish the burst too. A fantastic start for Zero. Okay situation. Good defense thus far. You're still in the mix.
Yeah, blocked the overhead, didn't tech the grab either. Gonna be cashing out into the unburstable super, and Mai going down extremely early.
Yes, just in 20 in-game seconds already a dead character, and Totally Drew kind of playing off the back foot here. Yes, and the oppression continues. The overhead 4 bars on deck, and that is looking like a kill to me.
Resonance super, you know, just in case your million damage super isn't doing enough damage.
True. All right. Well, solid start there from Zero Shadow Blood. Very Zero Shadow Blood-esque game of just getting that snowball going and not letting you go, making you eat tens and thousands of damage. But yes, interesting. What is definitely kind of in my head here, I'm wondering how the pacing of the matches were going that they played previously that wasn't on stream. Because like that was definitely a quicker one. I'm wondering if the games Totally Drew were able to take were games that tend to go in the long haul, if there were snowballs from him himself, because you know that's definitely something that we've seen Totally Drew kind of inhibit as well in his play.
We definitely didn't really get to see any signs from that last game. It was just very Zero Shadow Blood dominant. He basically just got everything he wanted to do with the team, getting all the good callouts, but it's like, oh my god, it crosses up too.
It's too good. Oh, gets caught by 4P. Yeah, it's good first timing to kind of nullify any crazy damage that's going to go on there. Needs to be careful this time around though, because they don't have any access, any bursts to see to try to slow things down. They both
JC.
Yes, but it was over. Totally Drew had the high ground. Alright, Totally Drew really firing back here, looking pretty solid, gonna be able to get some pressure. Gets the cross of JC, forcing a burst.
Just getting caught with a 5B of their own. They spend some of that cash to make sure that all the corner carry happens. Nice take on the throw though. Go one side. Gonna be cashing out his super immediately, and I think that's gonna be a dead Yumi. Actually, no. I might be.
Yeah, man, I was not sure at all, but you called it. Oh, the snipe in the back. I'm actually a little bit. I don't know if Resident Super would have killed there or not on the Yumi punish.
I'm not so sure either, but these life totals have definitely been equalized. But everyone has to be careful. Oh, goes in with the fuzzy. Who do you want to die? It looks like the choice is Yumi.
Solo Mai coming in here. Totally Drew needs to be careful. See Zero Shadow Blood trying to set stuff up and gets that God Press off of the 6P. And gonna be able to go up 2-0 against Totally Drew here.
Definitely a lot more close of a set compared to that first game, but definitely Zero Shadow Blood seems to be having a better grasp of this matchup than Totally Drew. Looks like potentially no Mitsuru for the rest of the set, and maybe even for the rest of the night. Totally Drew needs to make that 3-0 comeback happen for Atkins to have any hope to see Mitsuru again.
Why did you have to make that a point of conversation? We could have just glossed by that. We could have just simply said that he's, you know, committed to this team for the rest of the set. We didn't have to really put the full scope of the context out there, but I appreciate it.
just hit or remind. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Top tier analysis. Here we go. Shadow Blood game point. Bruh.
Oh no, that is not a good start. Oh my god, and he got for the happy birthday.
Yes, welcome to Pain. Gonna be cashed in. What's gonna be, I think, around like 13K on the happy birthday. Totally definitely playing from behind.
12.7.
Ooh.
Beat. DP under. Good pacing on this bite. I am. She's dead.
Yeah, she is definitely dead. And
Two.
Man, there it is. Zero Shadow Blood off the happy birthday, able to get it 3-0 over Totally Drew. And yeah, as you stated there, they both stayed in the happy birthday, so they both took that damage. Funnily enough, hey, maybe like some 2029 BBTAG, you know, the deterring factor of if they stay in there or not is based on the order you pick your team. So like, let's say he wanted to play Mai Yumi, but he locked in Yumi Mai on the character select, but then in the rotation select, he picked the opposite order. If that same round side situation happened, yes, this character would have fell out. It's this weird thing.
It's so inconsistent. I just feel like it shouldn't happy birthday at all. It's a capture state move, so.
No, I think it's happy birthday. I like it.
You know.
Personally, I'm a fan. When I'm doing it, I don't like getting hit by it, but, you know.
I mean, of course, when you get it, it was like, well, should have picked your team order better, lol.
Well, look, man. These two have not fought for the entirety of this bracket. They are meeting up in grand finals. Usually they meet up in like a winners semis or winners finals type of positioning. So I imagine that this is gonna be Zero Shadow Blood's raw like interaction with this Carmine complicator has been running.
Carmine is definitely, I mean, he's just a good character in general, especially against like a character like me and Susno. Just all the spacing controls be kind of a little bit difficult to try to contest.
Okay, the JB to start things out. Tick pressure, nice reversal DP. Woo! Possibly max range and a reset in between there for Zero Shadow Blood. Still hungry for more resets.
Yeah, it was Catering just playing very patiently. You know, that ain't patient, that's dead.
You made him do that.
We've been cursing people all night.
It's true. Shadow Blood. Moving and grooving, carrying this momentum they've been able to build through all the loser side. A nice reversal DP here for Catering, try to get things started for their own.
Oh no, that was definitely a misstep with the JB, and he's gonna be dead for that.
Yes, Resonance activation just to really seal the deal. And there it is. Zero Shadow Blood gonna be able to take game one. A similar pacing of game one that we saw previously against Totally Drew, right? To where it was just like Zero Shadow Blood did not have a lot of interactions with Catering in the 2v2. It was just more so of like they got their snowball going and that was all she wrote from there. So this is still may be some unfamiliarity that they may be running to if Catering is able to get started. But I mean, if Zero Shadow Blood is able to deter that at all costs, I mean, that's not only a good way for it to go, I'm sure it's the way that Zero Shadow Blood would like for it to go.
Not letting your opponent play the video game is a pretty good idea.
Yeah, why not?
You ready to drown in a sea of blood? Chill, man. Give yourself a minute.
Yes, here we go, going into this game two. Zero Shadow Blood advantage. Nice round start.
Yeah, was able to catch that. Guessing it was Jay. Oh, gets to cross up Grand Viper as well.
Woo, okay. That's oh my god, very good throw tech.
Yeah. Coming out. Oh, yeah, the back end of that Carmine DP just able to catch the Yumi.
Okay.
Clip the toes.
Yeah, not bad at all. Clipping toes with that 2C, but no Ender. That Carmine is a bit low, so Catering needs to be a bit careful. Okay, yeah, that was a smart idea. Just tag into the Kurogane. Oh, that's a quite kill.
Oh no, he
the pickup. Very good stuff. Making that all burst safe too. All right, well, this definitely puts Zero Shadow Blood in a position that he's been in before and has been able to fight out of before. You know, just finding those hits that he needs with Susano to cash in that big damage. He's been able to make these only two comebacks in the past.
Oh, great use of that Phantom Pain to catch the up back.
Oh, but a dropped combo on the Ender there, gonna be giving Zero Shadow Blood a chance to activate Resonance. Passive meter regain and no burst available for Catering means that I think this is a dead Carmine.
Yeah, Finally built those 2 meters. Gonna be cashing out into the slam dunk super. Carmine goes straight down.
Yeah, solo Kurogane coming in here for Caterade. Unfortunately for Zero Shot of Blood, their resonance is going to be gone, but they have built up some bar that can make their next hit confirm pretty deadly. Wow, the trade! And Catering swinging. He doesn't want to give Zero Shot of Blood really a chance to get any type of complicated mix, but man, the whip punishment, no big confirm for Caterade.
Gonna punish on him. Oh, great basing there. Able to get a 5B confirm pick up. Not gonna be cashing out into a kill just yet, and both players have to just navigate neutral extremely carefully. A sneeze could take it. That's the sneeze. That's God sneezes right there.
God sneeze. That's amazing. Oh,
no, the foot. Well, Susuno 2A is a lot longer than I think.
Bro, I think Zero Shadow Blood was straight up just looking at Kurogane's feet and was like, the moment you stand up, I'm clipping your toes. I think he had his index finger hovering the A button, right? And just playing a game of like, as soon as I see this Kurogane move, I'm tapping it. And like, that was fantastic. Like, great spacing. And yeah, a call like that will put him at reset point.
Yeah. Oh, that Susuno 2A really hit that far, didn't it?
It definitely did. God sneeze. A chew, bless you. Or blessings upon you, maybe. I don't know.
What do you say to God if he sneezes?
Do you say bless you? I mean, it just feels a little wrong. Like, here we go. Game 3. Reset point for Zero Shot of Blood yet again. The throw bait here for Caterade. Whoop. Okay, piling on this pressure, spending a lot of health as resources to open up Zero Shadow Blood, but it's paying off at the end. Wasn't able to build a bar to make anything unburstable for a super or anything on Susuno, but still a lot of momentum here for Caterade.
A lot of that life back. Maybe setting up a scenario as well.
That was a very cheeky active switch. Oh my god, he was moving way too much on that cross combo.
Yeah. Oh, a huge happy birthday! As long as it's a stabilization, that should be around for Catering.
Very nice and very clutch there from Caterade, being able to confirm off that Carmine 6P. And yeah, that's a type of assist that Caterade in his other picks doesn't really have that type of access to. The closest thing in practice would maybe be like Akatsuki's 5P, but like that one is going to like wall bounce. It's not quite a projectile. Akatsuki's kind of throwing himself out there, but just like a projectile that covers that much space, has that much hit stun and block stun for Kurogane to kind of confirm off of. I think that's something that Caterade is probably enjoying.
That Carmine wheel, it do be pretty big, it do be pretty active, and it do be a little bit easier to clear it off.
True. Caterade, despite being on a reset potential, trying to make sure that is the case, fire back in the set if possible.
Yeah, about the excellent place to match that 2-2-A, just catching the sand kick, I think it's...
Yes. Oh, couldn't confirm that, but I don't even know what he hit to... He's gaming. I don't know what he did in like 2 seconds. That was insane.
Indeed. Oh my god, just doing it at the grab, gonna keep it all burst safe. Divine Reaper, smack God away. Fly.
Insanity. Caterade really gaming out here. The frame trap here for Zero Shadow Blood.
Good start. Good jump out and turn. Gonna be slapping him with the big 4P.
Man, this team is stupid. He just gets to fly around freely with Carmine jump A, with Kurogane 4P to support him in the back. How much hitboxes do you need? Like,
all of them. You need all the hitboxes.
Alright, Zero Shadow Blood trying to fire back here with the solo Yumi, getting the punish on the Carmine in the back. Yeah, he has to save, but doesn't get too overzealous about it. I thought Zero Shadow Blood might go into the 236 Yumi super, because I felt like maybe the safest option to ensure that he doesn't die, but able to bait a reversal DP from Kurogane. This won't kill.
Yeah, Yumi solo damage not quite insane, still good, but oh my god, getting the same side in and over. Spent 2 meter just to be a little bit more frame advantageous. Do it again. Gonna be DPing straight out.
Ooh, the snipe. Snowbird's okay, doesn't have any access to the EX.
We'll give her nothing.
Man, just the conversion off the counter hit JA and Catering has tied it up. We are at either tournament point or reset point between the two of them. Catering's adaptation is nuts.
Yeah, he's definitely truly unlocking the power of the Carmine. He has realized the stonks that is just super jump J plus 4P. How are you gonna deal with this? We got a bunch of blood hitboxes everywhere. They're all gigantic, and it's definitely doing him very well. Just able to create a lot of pressure scenarios that Zero Shadow Blood is having a little bit of difficulty trying to contest.
So good. Here we go. Both of them kind of retreating to the full screen. Catering. Wow, did the DP right there. You made a mistake. Welcome to damage. Shouldn't be death, but this is great momentum for Brazil. Shadow Blood, a bit of a drop. Oh my god, I hate it.
Dude, the 4P, dude. It's a great assist. It's a godlike assist for a reason. We're seeing it just right here. It's doing him so much work. Has to be a little bit careful with this Carmine though. There's no more burst available. The 4P, dude. It's the comically large forward size 4P.
Ooh, too much dip on the chip. Wasn't able to get that Carmine life back. Forced to bring back in the notes, but just tagged the Carmine. Oh, what?
Dude, he tried to freaking solo air unblockable.
He's a little nutty for that one. Solo Kurogane to bring this back if he's gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Okay, yeah, couldn't access up my time. That would have been a kill. Can you block?
That was a good resonance point!
Catering! No way! No way, that's a dead Yumi! Cater Gamer!
He tried to fight me? No way!
Doesn't quite bait the DP. Everyone... This is a Cater Gamer. Oh!
He really did it.
Out? He just really did it. He just really did it.
No way!
No way! No way! No way! Catering able to take the 3-2 reverse sweep. The Naoto Kurogane. Never doubt him. Never doubt this. Never doubt Catering's Naoto Kurogane. We're just showing up right here why.
Oh, Cater, there was so many things in my mind that I thought he would have done there. I'm gonna tell you right now, out of maybe the 10 options that were in my head, that was not one of the 10. But that's exactly what he needed and exactly what he got. Catering is something else, and this tournament was something else. BBTAG and Chill number 45. Y'all really played out of your minds today. Every stream match was fire. Despite some technical difficulties, we apologize for that ahead of time, but I hope that we were able to deliver some good quality matches for you on this Friday night. To remind you guys of our top three, we did have Totally Drew in third place, Zero Shadow Blood in second place, and Catering in first place with that Carmine Kurogane. Again, we thank you all for joining us here on this Friday at twitch.tv/GuzmanGaming1. Be sure to check out all of Guzman's socials if you are interested in future tournaments. And this would be the part where I say we got PC Tagging Show coming up, but there's no PC Tagging Show this weekend, and that is in observance of Project Tsukiyomi. That is coming up to you guys this weekend. So we have 5 regional brackets for Blazblue Cross Tag Battle happening across multiple platforms and multiple Twitch channels. So tomorrow, I believe it's I'm running off the top of my head here. If I get something wrong, correct me. Check Eon's Twitter, but I think it's Europe, Chile and Argentina and Brazil tomorrow, and then we have NA West and NA East on Sunday. So definitely be sure to check it on Twitter. It has the Smash GG link. There's Smash Arenas as well. Be sure to support because it's definitely going to be a hype weekend of BB Tag action. But that wraps things up for us here at Guzman Gaming. And yeah, maybe the next time that we're live, there may be some Strive imminent. I don't know. There's planning that's currently being done, but just keep it locked, and we'll definitely see you guys next time around.
Y'all have a good one. Make sure that you eat food, drink water, and have a great rest of the night.
Or 9, that is definitely true. Probably gonna get off. For sure, dude. See, I mean, yo,